and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim Lewis and I'm a realtor here in Germantown, Tennessee with Crye-Leike, Forest Hill, Irene. And this video today, we will be discussing some terms that you may hear during the home buying process. So this video is pretty much geared to our first-time home buyers. I believe that buyers should be informed about what's going on in the process. So I just made a quick list of a few terms that you may hear along with some definitions, okay? So the first term is an offer. So this is an agreement between the buyer and the seller. This is I am going to purchase this home at this price. So once you and your real estate agent get together, you all come up with an offer that you feel comfortable with. They will turn that offer in to the listing agent, who will in turn that in to the seller. So once that seller has the offer in hand, they have the decision to either accept the offer or they can reject the offer, but most times they will submit a counter offer. So the counter offer is they go back to the potential buyer and they say, oh, I'm not going to take that price, but I may sell it at this price. And at this point, the buyer can either say yes, sign it and make it a contract, or they can go back and say, do another counter offer. And this goes back and forth until you all come up with the terms that both sides can agree on. And at that point, whichever side signs, either the buyer or the seller, that is when it becomes a contract. The next term is a contingency. So this is an offer on a home that has been accepted, but the final sale is contingent upon certain criteria. So this contingency can be buying the home contingent upon finding financing, or it could be that the seller, he wants to sell the home contingent that he is able to buy a home. Whatever you all want to be your contract to be contingent on, the sale to be contingent on, all of that will be in your offer. So the next term is your closing costs. So this is fees paid at the end of the transaction by either the seller or the buyer or both. That will include your taxes, your insurance, any other lender expenses, so your loan origination fees, any of things like that you need to bring to the table on closing day. So those are your closing costs. The next term will be earnest money. So your earnest money is a deposit made to the seller showing that you, the buyer, in good faith plan to purchase this home. Typically it is 1% of the sales price, and it is held either by the title company, which we'll get to a little bit later, or the listing brokerage. They will hold that money until the sale is complete. That earnest money could be a part of your closing costs, but you need to show that to the buyer the seller before you actually complete the transaction. The next term is your home inspection, and that is the examination of the property's condition, and it's usually performed by a qualified home inspector. I cannot say this enough. You need to have a home inspection. Do not try to cut corners or cut costs and skip this process. By law, when a seller is selling a home, they have to make a list of the condition of the properties, anything that they know about. But it could be you run into an issue where the seller doesn't know about an issue with the home that could be costly. So you want that home inspection to make sure that everything's good to go. The home inspector could find something and you all can get that rectified before the transaction goes through. The next term is your title and your title company, which I said I'll come back to. But the title is a bundle of rights for a piece of property. Your title company will provide you with a report to review before the transaction is complete. And essentially what it means is that they're running a background check on the home just to make sure that the seller that is presented the home to sell is the rightful owner and is able to sell the home. So this is another step that you do not want to bypass. And also, if it's any liens on the house, all of that will come up in the title search. So you want to be aware of all of that, second mortgages and all of that before you complete your transaction. And then the last term is the fun part, the signing. Lenders and your mortgage company will want you to have homeowners insurance before you do the signing. I recommend that you get 3 quotes from insurance companies and get that taken squared away before you go to the fun part, the signing, and then now you're a homeowner. So that is the some steps or some tips, well not tips, but some terms that you may hear during the home buying process, which is a fun process, even though it can be scary sometimes and nerve-wracking and annoying and you get discouraged, but it is a process, but it is a fun process. In the end, you become, you know, investing in property. Like I love real estate. I love investing in real estate. So welcome to the world of real estate. If you have any questions at all, you can, or questions, or if you want to follow for some more tips, hit the subscribe bell, notification bell. And also you can follow me on Instagram at buyorsalewithkim. And then I am also on Facebook as Kim Lewis, Crye-Leike Realtors, and my beautiful face is on there, so you'll be able to find me. All right, thanks guys.